This what I tell them. Look.
I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with a special segment, a topic with Tina Huynh. And, we talked a little bit off air about, how we're involved in lots. And, sometimes you have a lot of things going on. And, sometimes your emotions get the best of you, and you have to, kind of focus in and realize and keep your eyes on the prize. But today we're going to talk about managing your emotions while trying to juggle lots. So again, I'm just going to start off by saying thank you for taking the time to talk with us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I always love talking to you, Chip. It's so fun every time.
Good deal. So first, we talked about juggling lots. Kind of talk to us about, what you have as far as lots on your plate.
Well, in terms of business, it's our busy season at work. So that means that the factory is in full production and we're working full time, lots of people on staff, lots of people to manage. And at the same time, I want to revamp our website and kind of do a brand redesign. So kind of get a new feel for the company, make it a little bit more lively and get some traffic on the website. And on top of that, so we're starting up planning for our next TEDx Windsor event for next year. And actually it'll probably be about a year from now, and putting that into full speed ahead pretty soon. So lots of things to discuss. And then I've just been looking at different places to volunteer as well, as if I didn't have enough already. But
yeah, you're one of those that you don't know how to sit still, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm guilty of that too. I've had, some of my loved ones say, "No, you're off, work." Like, no, I'm off work, but I'm doing this, or I'm involved in this and trying to help and volunteer here, do this. You're like, man, you don't know how to sit still,
Yeah. So on the other end of that spectrum, I tend to spread myself pretty thin. Like I say yes to whatever comes my way. And that's another lesson that has been pretty difficult to learn, is to say no. When you're kind of feeling overwhelmed, and if you're presented with opportunities that you kind of want to do, but like you're not sure if you have enough time to, like, a lot of people will just say yes because they're afraid to let people down, or they're just automatically saying yes. But it's really, really important to learn how to say no at the same time, because you need to save energy so that you're able to recharge yourself, so that you can give other things your full attention and like your full love. Because if you're only giving it like half of your love, then it's not going to grow that well, right?
Yeah, it makes me think of, when you spread so thin, you get to eventually you get burned out. And that's one thing that I was kind of processing this and thinking about this the other day. Just, like growing up, I was around some people that really were hard workers, like craftsmen, or, like they had a skill, something, and they really worked hard at that skill, and they really focused in every day and just went to work and worked on that skill. And, as time has gone by, as I got older, people are, with knowledge and technology, people are learning more, and so now, then the next phase was, okay, be skillful at, several things, what I'm saying? And so, when you can do several things, that makes you more marketable, and you're more wanted and those kind of things. You can make more money, or, do more things to provide for your family. But then then now the phase is going to, people are learning about self-care. Because it's so much of the, we're spread thin. Now you have to learn how to like take a deep breath and take a step back and kind of set your priorities on what's most important. Because if, for example, if like the jugs that you put water in to pour on the plants, the fruits, if you have nothing to pour on them, then your fruits or your labor is not going to grow.
Yep.
And so you have to be able to have something in that jug, to pour, you have to have something to give out. And if you spread thin, you have to really make it. And that's tough for people that are selfless leaders, people that are like us, that, really are looking to help and make a difference. And you really have to make a conscious effort to say, yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't do that, Yeah,
it's really hard, especially when you're afraid to let people down. And the other aspect of it, like something that I always struggle with, is that I feel like I'm being selfish if I'm like, no, I can't help you, I need to help myself. And I'm like, well, that feels incredibly selfish, and it's really hard for me to step away from that and be like, I need this time as well. So there was another great analogy that I just heard, I think last week, but I can't remember where I heard it from. So, you have like the teacups and they're on little saucers.
Okay.
So the analogy was that like, I'll give you like all that you need from the saucer, but I have to fill up my teacup first. And then whatever is overflowing on the saucer, I can give you all of that, but I need to fill up the teacup first. And I thought that was really well. That was really good. I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's a really good analogy. Another thing too is, and you may see this as well. Like, for example, you were saying about the website. You're trying to get the website up. But if you don't make a conscious effort to make time to develop it, then the business doesn't grow like you want it to grow. Like you want it to grow for that website. And I think that's another example of, like, in our lives too. You have to make time for self-improvement. To learn things. So that what you learn can be beneficial to others.
Yeah. And I think it's like what we mentioned last time, like whatever you're thinking about, that's what grows. So if you're in a negative mindset, then that's all you're going to notice. But if you're in a positive mindset and you're kind of thinking that I need to do some self-care, I need to focus on growth, and you'll like notice little things in your environment that you would have skipped over initially had you not primed yourself to be accepting it. So you kind of like, you see what you want to see, and like when you get upset at other people, or you're basically just reflecting yourself onto that person, right? Most of the time, these people have no idea that they're affecting you in this manner.
Yeah.
Like it's rare that somebody's trying to piss you off, right? Most of the time, people aren't doing that, and it's just you, I don't know, pissing yourself off.
Yeah, you're the cause of all of it. And you have to, I think it takes a mature person to be able to look within themselves and see, where they're making mistakes. Just like, we talked about, the frustration. I can give you another analogy too. Like when I was young in my career, I would do summer school. Like I was gung-ho, make this money, I'm off in the summers, but I can pick up another summer school deal and make some money on top of what I'm making. That was the drive. But I saw that after doing it a couple of years, I saw that when I got back in the fall, I had no patience. I had no patience because I didn't take a break from it. And I've been doing it year round working with kids. And so you have to, and that was a sign for me that showed me, hey, it's probably not good for me to do the same thing as what I'm doing. Cause I'm a natural, like I can't sit still, like, like as far as grinding and working to be better, maybe I find something else that doesn't pertain to education in the summer to where I'm still working and stacking, funds to help with family and everything. And
Yeah.
so you just have to be, work smarter, I guess,
Yeah. And it's kind of like winter, like you need that cold break and it kind of resets the world, and it's balance of life. I think there are people that can just kind of put their head into their book and just keep chugging along and working hard like 24/7, the Gary Vaynerchuks of the world, but
Yeah.
they are incredibly, incredibly rare. I think most people need that break. And I feel like Gary is, what's that word? Sacrificing a lot in terms of growing his business. So I'm sure he sacrifices a lot of family time, a lot of rest and things like that. And like he's okay with that. But I feel like for most people, and I mean, yeah, only you know yourself the best though, right? But I feel like most people need that balance of just quiet time and just self-care, which is why it's been trending lately, right? Because it's what we need.
You took the words right out of my mouth. You said I was waiting for you to finish, and I was gonna say balance, but you said it. Dang, you said it before me. But
Balance.
yeah, yeah. Then you said it again. No,
Yeah. Oh,
no. I think we have to. You have to have balance. You have to find balance within
it is.
Yeah.
It is, but it's not like it's a work-life balance, because I don't think that is real. Like, I mean, your work and your life are kind of one. Like, how can you separate those two? You should enjoy your work enough where that, like, you don't need to separate them. So I think that if you're doing work and you absolutely hate it, then you're gonna feel like you have to have a lot of life to balance it out and create that kind of work-life balance. But yeah, especially at my event, my TEDx Windsor event last a couple months ago, I had a mom come on stage and talk about work-life balance, and like it's a myth, as even from my point of view as a woman, like being a mom and working, there's no such thing as a work-life balance. It's just your life now.
Yeah, you're always on as a mother, and I can say this because I'm raised with single parent mother. you know, um, she was an educator. There was some days I know she would come home and and I have a younger sister, and she would say, "Hey, I'm gonna be in my room. Take care of your sister. Y'all gonna be all right. I need some time, some quiet time, And she'd just be in her bed laying, no TV or nothing, but just that quiet time. And I think when you can get in a situation where people that are around you understand how you do that. So when she had those times, I got you, mama. I'll take care of little sister. Get your time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we all need that, and when you can really understand what recharges you, like the phone, you have to recharge it so you can get going again,
Mm-hmm.
And when we really understand that we do need that, when you can find it, and bigger than that, the people around you who understand that you do need it and look out for you. Say, hey, it's all right. You can go sit. I got you. It's good when you got that.
Yeah, actually, now this time you took the words out of my mouth, because I was going to say that you need the people around you that are going to support you as well.
Yeah.
Like
let me say it again,
own.
like you did me. Yeah, you need people around you that can support you.
It's critical, and that comes back to what we were talking about last time. Like, it all boils down to your relationships. Like that's where your quality of life is determined, I think. Anyway.
Life moves at the speed of your relationships.
Yes. And that's like, you need to put that time back into your relationships too. They don't just magically happen. as well. Everything takes time. That's what I'm learning.
Yeah, time is a precious commodity.
Yeah, it's the only one that's limited. You can make money and it comes. You can kind of like, if I think that I need money, it'll magically appear, and that something will happen where more money will come my way. But like, you can't just be like, I need more time. You don't get that second back.
Yeah, you have to adjust something to make time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you this, and this will be the last thing. How do you get through that? You know, with having the frustrations, with knowing that your time is limited. You know, what do you think the solution is to? You know, we talked about several things that one can do.
Yeah.
You know, to help progress them, to help make them better. But what do you think? You know, if I was to say, okay, Tina, what's a simple? Well, nothing simple. If I said, you know, what's a simple solution that you can think of to help one be better at that?
I think it all comes down to knowing what's important to you and saying yes to all of that, and then saying no to everything else. So if you are feeling frustrated because you have too many things to do, then I would take a look at that to-do list and see what you can delegate, give to other people to do for you, or just start saying no to things and just crossing them off, so that you can spend time where you want to spend time with people that you want to spend time with.
You know, and what's funny, and I think that is a great, you know, I say simple, but nothing simple, but I think that is a great solution. You know, and I wholeheartedly believe that. I did a What's on Your Heart with a guy named Stephen Mackey, and exactly what you just said was what he talked about. He just said, you know, every yes is a no, and every no is a yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time you say yes to everything, you know, you're saying no to some things that are important that
Mm-hmm.
you're overlooking, you know, and then when you say no to some things, you're making a conscious effort to be able to say yes to the things that are important in your life. And
Yeah,
so just, you
that's so
know,
true.
yeah, back to balance, you know, the yes, no balance scale, I guess. You know, I gotta get back to some more no's. Yeah, you know, you just that yes, no balance scale. And that's a, I think that's a constant battle, you know.
Oh, I think it's something that you're learning all the time.
Yeah.
Like you're just constantly growing yourself too. So your yeses and your nos may change over time as well. And it's
Because
not,
your priorities change. What's
yeah,
important to you
yeah.
changes. Yeah.
And I think it's completely okay to change your mind on something.
Yeah.
Just adjust your path as you go along.
There it is. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk about managing your emotions while trying to juggle lots. Lots of good tips that one can use to help juggle the many things that one may encounter. So again, thank you for your time.
Thank you too, Chip. And if this was, if this could help anybody at all, that it would all be worth it, right? Because we just need to help each other out a little bit, I think.
Yeah, you know, we were talking off air about the frustrations, and that was one of the things that I was thinking. I think very fortunate that people are willing to open up and talk, you know, with me about, you know, things that go on in their lives, because if it just helps one person, then it's worth our time, you know. But I truly believe it'll help more than one person, because it's already helped me, you know. And so you know, but I think it's great, and so truly appreciative.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Chip.
All
Always
right.
a good conversation.
Yes. Well, we'll see you guys next time. God bless.
Bye.